You're on.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dave. This is another weekly wake-up call. So, Caitlin Knowles-Myers is a well-known economics professor, and her specialty is studying, researching the impact of contraception and abortion policies in the United States. And as a matter of fact, when the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, she led an effort and she helped compile economic research on the impact of abortion access on women's lives in an amicus brief. And it was signed by more than 150 economists. Some of this research shows that this new decision that just came out could very well have devastating effects, not only on women, but on their husbands and on their families as well, spouses, and everything else. So what it shows in part is that, first off, just the pregnancy itself can cost thousands upon thousands of dollars. And this is not taking into account the time off that you have to take off from work, the extra travel now that you're going to have to take, and some of the impact that past events like COVID and job loss and things like that may have had on women and their families. The estimation is that families spend anywhere from 10 to 20% of their income on childcare, and this is after pregnancies. I've seen anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000. It varies, but another part of one of the studies that has been done shows that 80% of the women that decided to take babies to term when they originally thought they couldn't afford it went into serious debt, and in many cases went into bankruptcy, and that was 80%. But don't worry about it, because we have Rep. Mary Miller from Illinois, who is overjoyed by this new decision because it's a joyous victory for life. The end of Roe is the beginning of a new chapter where we embrace a culture of life with reverence for all of God's children. And please join me in praying for all the unborn victims of Roe versus Wade and for the women who have been deceived by the cruel abortion industry. She is also the woman who said that the decision was a victory for white life. She did say that. And later on said that it was right to life, not white life, whatever.
She didn't misread anything, okay?
No. Here's the bottom line. We have criticized Democrats and Democrats, the elite, in the past. This woman, her estimated net worth is almost $4 million. Her husband is also a politician in Illinois, first-term politician in Illinois, and he makes a little bit more than her. His estimation is about $4.85 million as of February of last year, and he makes $1.5 million as a chief financial officer at Core-Mark Holding Company Incorporated. He is listed as a farmer. I don't think so, but the point being,
he's a manure farmer, is what he is.
Right. These people are elite. She has 7 children and 15 grandchildren. Good for her. She can afford it.
By the way, I also believe this decision is okay with her because she's out of her childbearing years also.
Correct. She's in her 60s, I believe. Also, if you go, I'm not going to really go too far into this. You can see pictures of her with her husband and their weapons in their hands and all of that kind of thing. And just for full disclosure, her husband, Christopher Miller, was found January 6th, 2021. Guess what? Right outside the Capitol with a 3%ers bumper sticker on the back of his truck. Just so you know who we are dealing with. I am sick and tired of people criticizing Joe Biden and the economic issues that are hitting this country because of the gas prices. You want the gas prices to really go down? Regulate the fossil fuel industry once again, since it was deregulated back in the 80s by Ronald Reagan. Okay, this is what's going on. And Bernie Sanders has brought it up. Other people have brought it up. And every time that somebody brings up the gas prices, that's what you need to bring up.
January 28th, 1981 was the date.
January 28th, 1981. So it's been over 40 years. All right. Every single time something happens, all of a sudden the price of oil goes up. By the way, I didn't put that in here, but guess what? The Republicans also signed off on the embargo of Russian oil and gas. Not that that really means anything, because you could probably get some stuff done if you regulated the industry in the first place and get some things straightened out. And there's also something that I have to look into called the 563 loophole. And I heard that, once somebody mentions that, the Republicans kind of snap back. And apparently Obama used that and got him back in line a little bit. So the bottom line is the Republicans are talking out of both sides of their mouth, and they are talking out of their ass. And if they don't care about you, they don't care about the economy of lower income people. They have absolutely no problem in having 7 kids and 15 grandkids because they're millionaires. These two, specifically. So that's all I got. You guys have a good Sunday, and we will see you on the long show. Deb will be talking at length next week, just so you know, about Roe v. Wade. I will be talking some about the Roe v. Wade overturning in this week, but next week it will be covered very extensively, so everyone knows.
Okay, gang.